welcome to A Feminine Moment. I'm Sherry Lynn, and I am joined with Dixie Andelin Forsyth. Hi, Dixie.
Hi.
Dixie is the author of Fascinating Womanhood for the Timeless Woman. She's also the daughter of Helen B. Andelin, author of Fascinating Womanhood. Today, we have kind of a fun topic, and we're going to keep it short and sweet. We're going to talk a little bit about feminine appearance because we need a little bit of a laugh today, or we need to be a little more lighthearted today.
Yes, I went to Walmart yesterday and I thought,
Felt inspired. So talk to us a little bit about feminine appearance, what you're seeing in our modern day society, some of the things that maybe are misunderstood.
well, we see a
Like,
lot of pizza clothes. I'm sure you'd see them in Chicago too, where you live.
what are pizza clothes?
Pizza
What is that?
clothes are some of my kids made that up. And I just liked it. It's the way it's when you look like you have given up on life, on yourself, and you wear ragged, sloppy clothes. It's the look that you have when you've given up and you're going to it's like you're going to order a big pizza, eat the whole thing, and a whole quart of ice cream. You know, that kind of a
Yeah,
feeling.
yeah.
You look like you feel that way.
Have you ever
And
noticed that the antidepressant commercials on TV, the people are always wearing these baggy,
that's a good
awful
point.
clothes, and they look just like they rolled out of bed, but they're doing it like all day. Like you can tell that it's during the
Yeah.
day. They're still wearing them. Like it equals something. When you
And I
see
think,
that, you think
and
depressed or sad.
any of you who have succumbed to the pizza clothes look, and that includes the hair, the absolutely no touch of makeup. And I know some women say, my husband doesn't like makeup. Well,
Yes.
most people don't like, a lot of people don't like a lot of makeup, but makeup was designed to make us look better, not worse. You
Well,
can
even if
over
you just have a little bit of moisturizer and
lip gloss or
concealer,
something.
like
For
yeah,
heaven's sakes.
anything, just mascara.
Yeah, yeah, just something like that. A little bit of blush if you've got really pale skin or things like that, or you just look kind of washed out.
Mhm.
Most men aren't even going to notice if you touch up a little bit. But the messy hair, especially, this messy bun thing, I don't know when it became popular, but I think Hollywood actresses, or when you first started seeing it, it was carefully disheveled. It wasn't just really just a messy bun. Because some women make it look really good and others, it just looks like you didn't care. And
Yeah, I've seen some beautiful messy buns.
yes, there's some that are carefully done. You can tell that they are. They're carefully disheveled is what I like to call it. And then there's just the Walmart look. No offense to Walmart because I shop there, but it's people that go in fuzzy old house slippers, flannel pajama bottoms. That's another pizza clothes look with Christmas motifs on them and stuff like that. And it's spring, and 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 the worn out giant stretched out sweatshirt or something like that. We all know that look of, oh my gosh, yeah. And that if you simply Google the people of Walmart, now those are ones that are especially bad. I've never seen some of those in our stores, but they got them somewhere, just not in our stores. But if you just if you own any pizza clothes, do an experiment. Just dress up, and I don't mean like you're going to a fancy dinner. I'm talking about dress up nice, and then see how you feel when you're dressed up versus the way you feel in the pizza clothes. Just compare how you feel. It improves your self-esteem, even if you're not going anywhere. And some people say, I don't want to, I have to have pizza clothes so I can clean my house. Our clothes, most people's clothes are not dry clean only. And unless you're working with bleach, which if you're working with bleach in your house, it can ruin your clothes. Most clothes are washable. You can wash them if they get dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Bleach will ruin your clothes. We all know that. But unless you're dealing with a lot of bleach, then you have to wear clothes that you don't care if they get stained or bleach spots on them. But
Mm-hmm.
otherwise, like even if I scrub my floor on my hands and knees, I can wash my clothes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They might get dirty, but
Yeah.
my clothes are not dry clean only.
Yeah, yeah. I
So,
think there's a few activities that this could be if you really wanted to split hairs. Like there's a few activities that our
Yeah,
void for like painting and things, maybe
sure.
some gardening,
Painting,
but don't
yeah.
dress up for those things. But if you're going to the store, like that's where I just have a strong opinion about, like, you're going to the store, don't go in your pajamas, and it's not a superficial thing. I hope that
No, it's
listening and watching,
self-esteem. It's a
yeah, don't think that this
self-esteem
is
thing.
about us being, a little snobby about the way you look. I think it's deeper than that. It's about, like you said, your self-esteem, and you start to kind of give up a little bit on yourself when you
Yeah,
start dressing that way, and you don't
and
even
when
realize it.
when my parents were in Australia once, they noticed that because in the United States we don't, that I'm aware of, still have school uniforms. Children wear whatever they want to school. But in Australia and the UK and other places, children wear uniforms. And my mother noticed how great they looked, the kids. She said the little boys wore little straw hats and they were dressed, they wore blazers. Little
Mhm.
girls wore these skirts. And she did some research and said that when children wear uniforms, they're better behaved. And which means they're dressed up.
Mhm.
And so when we wear better clothes, we're better behaved. We treat ourselves better. We're more respectful. We respect ourselves. We respect others.
Mhm.
It's we can get back to this. We don't have to. We don't have to look like hobos as a society. When you walk around this country and probably other countries, there's too much. There's too much lack of care. We used to see, if you see old movies, black and whites, a lot of people hate those now. You look like, say they show a ball game, there's a sea of men's suits and hats. They all wore suits and hats. They did not wear t-shirts and stuff.
Mhm. Yeah.
They dressed up. Women they dressed up to go down shopping. You don't
Mhm.
have to go, but there's cute clothes that are all machine washable.
Yeah, there's a happy in between. We're not
Yeah.
saying start wearing heels when you cook. We're just saying try to
No,
be a little bit more, put a little more
respectful,
effort than pajamas.
respectful of ourselves, for heaven's sakes.
Yeah.
Women are, Van Gogh said there's no such thing as an ugly woman. Well, I think that's wonderful. That's why I put it in timeless. And some people kind of like, well, they haven't seen so and so. But what I think he means by that is a woman who takes care of herself and has respect for herself as well as others can appear beautiful,
Mhm. Yeah.
which is what we want.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is really great, and I would love to keep going. I think we could talk on and on, but I got a baby that's awake on the monitor, so I
Right,
got
right.
pause. But
Yeah,
but thanks
right.
for clarifying some of these
Uh,
points, going over these things. I think this has been really fun, and definitely, if you like our channel, subscribe, like, comment below. We love your comments and questions. Bring it on. We love the conversation. And thanks so much, Dixie, for joining us today.
Talk to
Thanks.
you next time.
Bye.
Bye.